Welcome to More Than Kimchi. I'm Mark.
And I'm Hwa-young. Well, today's dish has to do with a certain flour. And before I tell you what it is, Mark, I'd like to ask you something. What is your favorite flour?
Oh, my favorite flour? Well, I guess I would have to say a rose because it's really delicate and fragrant.
Oh, is that right? You know, there's a flour called kukwa, which is chrysanthemum.
Oh, a chrysanthemum.
And that's going to be our main ingredients today.
Oh, you know, I've never smelled this before, but ooh, that's really nice. It's very fragrant. And so we're going to make a dish from this?
That's right. It's called kukwa jeon. Jeon means like a pancake in Korean. So we're going to use kukwa and make a like a pancake.
Oh, that sounds great. All right, so chrysanthemum pancakes. Doesn't that sound delicious? We'll be right back with the ingredients.
Let's start with today's ingredients. Here I have chrysanthemum flower petals, chrysanthemum leaves, some dried petals over here, and Chinese dates, some sweet rice powder, sugar, honey, and some vegetable oil and salt.
Okay. Now what about these, you can eat all of these, right?
That's
They're all
right.
edible? Now, what about these stems here?
Those are the leaves, and you can also use. It's a little bitter, but it's kind of a nice combination with the sweet flavor.
So is it okay if I try it?
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Kind of feel like a rabbit.
It's a little bitter.
It is bitter.
Right.
But I can see how that would maybe add flavor.
Right, and also with honey later, it'll be just fine.
Now with these, how do you? What did we do with this? Did we?
Sometimes you can mix with the dough and then just make pancakes.
Oh, I
but
see.
those are just dry petals of chrysanthemums.
Just the dried petals. Okay.
Now, shall we start with the batter? Could you pass me that?
Okay.
This is sweet rice powder.
Right. So we're going to mix that first to make the dough. Is that right? Okay.
And it is important you always use boiling water when you make the dough.
All right.
That way, the dough is kind of soft by using this hot water.
Now, how much water do we need to mix in?
Well, you have to see the texture as you mix it.
Kind of like making a cake, I guess.
Right, but not too watery.
So you wanted to keep it a little bit firm? Right. Okay, so you just mix that with your hand like that. And this is going to be the base, right? This is for the pancakes?
This is for the pancakes.
Is it a sweet flavor?
Well, it's up to you. The pancake itself is not sweet at all.
Okay.
But as you put the honey, it will be very sweet.
All right. So you're just kneading that together?
That's right. And the more you knead it, it will get softer.
Oh, I see. All right. Now, what about size?
So size will be about 2 inches wide.
Oh, okay.
And then just flat. Here I have some dough here prepared in advance.
Oh, okay.
That you can use.
So we can start making the pancakes right now? All right. This is going to be kind of fun. So I work it together like this.
That's right.
And it needs to be flat, right? All right. You know, I used to make pancakes with my mother at home, so this brings back good memories.
Well, in Korea too, we do this. So, you know, mothers and children together.
Oh, really?
Now, if you made a ball, try to flatten it from the center.
Oh, okay.
That will be easier to make a shape.
So you press around like this? Oh, okay.
And also the texture, the consistency of the batter is supposed to be like your earlobe.
Like your earlobe?
Yes, if you feel your earlobe and then compare this, it will be about the same.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yes.
Let me see here. Okay. I guess that feels like my earlobe. I'm not sure.
Now I'm going to prepare the Chinese dates for decoration.
Okay. Now you can either put the chrysanthemums on these or the dates?
Or the dates. Or sometimes you can use even, you know, pine nuts or some other stuff.
Oh, okay. I bet these had a really nice flavor and design as well. The design is important, right?
Right. So whatever is available for you, you can use it.
Okay. So when how much jujube do you actually put on?
Well, it just is couple. If you have it, that'll be fine.
Oh, I see.
Now we can start decorating
Okay.
the pancakes.
So these are all set.
That's
the pancakes
right.
are all set. So what's the next step then?
The next step we're going to do is decorate
Oh,
this.
decorate
We
them
just
right
leave
here.
It down here.
Oh, okay.
There.
This is the fun part. This is where you get to be a little bit creative, right? Maybe.
You put the flower petal right over there, and then these are the
The
leaves.
stems on the... Oh, that's so cute.
Like that. You want to try it?
That looks great. All right. Yeah,
While I'm
I'll give
making
it a
couple
try
of
here.
this.
So this one goes on top there.
That's right.
And these ones on the bottom. Now some of these leaves are big. Like that one's
So
really
you can be a
big.
little bit more creative than on those kind of.
Uh-huh. That's really big, but well, I'll try one more here, see if I can get the balance is a little bit off.
All right, I think you're doing pretty good. It's like your kindergarten when you're a kindergartner, make your art project.
Exactly.
And then I'm going to make one with this.
You know what? This fella's missing some leaves here, so I'm going to put one up there. He looks a little bit lonely. Okay.
And then I have some of these Chinese dates.
Oh, okay.
I'll do one and you can do one more.
All right.
With some big leaves.
You know, I was reading a little bit about Chinese history, and they use these jujubes in Chinese history quite a bit. And they were talking about the imperial palace and how much they use Chinese dates. You know, they had 2,000 chefs
Oh, is that right?
cooking in the
Oh.
kitchen. And I find that, you know, you talk about too many chefs in the kitchen. That was incredible thinking about that.
Well, we got only two, so I don't think we have to worry about too much.
we're just two as compared to 2,000. Now wait, there's a middle piece right here.
Just press it just to
slightly?
get in there.
Okay.
Right.
And then it's almost like a clock.
Now I
Here.
think we are ready to cook.
All right. So is the flame basically on a medium or?
We'll always keep it medium. That way it won't get burned at the bottom.
Okay. All right.
And I'll put a little bit of vegetable oil.
Okay.
So we need to wait a little bit until the pan gets hot.
Okay.
So, you know, this doesn't have much, you know, sweet inside. So you can really use it as a snack for children, and it'll be a nice treat. And I put the plastic at the bottom so it doesn't get stuck at the pan.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Just, oops.
Those are so
right there.
sweet. They're very cute.
I like the one you did here with the big leaves. I think that's cute.
That's the big leaf one.
Okay.
Now, how long do you fry these for?
Well, not so much. Sweet rice pancake really doesn't take much time to get cooked. Maybe perhaps about a minute per side.
And then, okay, so about a minute, and then you flip it over.
That's right.
Like a regular pancake. Okay. Have you made these for guests or
Well,
friends
I guess
before?
I did when I was newly married. You know, it takes kind of cute and those things. Once you've been married for over 20 years, I don't think you do this kind of stuff
Really?
anymore.
Oh,
but I think
okay.
it's fun to do it.
All right.
But also, you know, in the breakfast, we are so busy these days. We just have a
Right.
toast.
Right.
But this will be a nice special treat for breakfast too.
So you could eat this in the morning
Sure.
or as a dessert,
Right.
either way? Okay.
And I'm gonna flip over the one we already cooked here.
Okay. Well, maybe when I get married, I'll make my wife
Yeah, that would be
these
nice.
chrysanthemum pancakes. She'll be excited.
I think they're almost done.
Boy, you know, they smell really good. I can see they're a little bit crispy, right? You can see
that's right.
the
And
brown.
one thing you have to be careful is not to touch each other. Then it will stick together.
Oh, I see. You have to keep them separated. Well, that's kind of like when we made pancakes as
Right.
kids.
Now this is the one what you made. I think it turns out pretty nice.
I noticed there are different sizes here. The ones that Hwayoung made are very small and delicate, and the ones I made are a little bit bigger. But that's okay, right?
I think that makes everything more interesting and
Okay.
creative.
Oh, that's good. All right. Well, they're all set, and I'm looking forward to eating them. But first, we need to talk a little bit about a food tip. And
Okay.
today we're going to talk a little bit about the rice.
Sure,
Right? Rice
sure.
powder.
Uh-huh.
First of all, what the difference between regular rice and this
sweet
is
rice?
sweet rice powder?
Well, you know, regular rice you already know. You know, we make rice, but sweet rice is more kind of sticky. So we tend to use it for snack like Korean cakes because it holds the shape, you know, the better.
Oh, I see.
And in old days, we used the sweet rice. But when you go to market, you can see the sweet rice powder very
so
easily.
it's
You just
kind of-
buy it like a flour.
And that makes it easier to cook.
That's right,
Now,
right.
what about storage? I know that sometimes storing rice is a very important thing. What about in the case of sweet rice powder?
Well, sweet rice powder is just like other dry food. You can just freeze it. That way you can keep indefinitely.
Okay, well, there we go. There's our tip for the day. And now it's time to go and eat. All right, well, here we are with our chrysanthemum flowers, and I must say they turned out really nicely. They look so pretty.
Aren't they pretty?
Yeah, you know, actually what they remind me of looking at the, especially the Chinese date ones, is sand dollars. When I was,
Yeah, it
when I was a
reminds
kid,
me,
I used to
right.
walk along the beach with my father and collect sand dollars, and they look a lot like that. Now, can we use other flowers besides these?
Of course, you know, it's the fall, that's why we use the chrysanthemums. But, you know, springtime, azalea is all over in Korea. So you could use azalea during springtime and perhaps roses during summer. So those
okay.
flowers are also fine. You can use as a decoration.
Great. So that means that, you know, if I want to make some maybe next spring or something, I can just go down to the flower store, buy some roses and put them in and mix them up?
Well, just one thing, you know, those flowers you buy from florists that has chemicals.
Oh.
But when you go to store these days, there's a flower they sell especially for salad or for cooking. So you could purchase those at the store.
Good thing to remember, special flowers to buy for these pancakes.
Now, would you like to try some?
Yeah, I'm ready. They look great.
I'm going to give you the one that you make because it looks really nice.
Remember, everyone, this is the one with the really big stems, all right? So we'll see how it turns out.
Also, if you like,
Honey?
you can put some honey.
That looks great.
Then it'll be more like a dessert, especially if you have sweet tooth.
Ooh, this looks great. Okay. All right, well, it's time now for the moment of truth with the chrysanthemum pancakes. Let's see how they turned out.
Like it?
They're very chewy.
It's kind of sticky too. That's the what sweet rice, you know, sweet rice powder is. It's different from regular rice.
You know what I like about that is that actually the flour taste is very subtle. And you can actually taste the difference between the stems and the flowers.
That's right.
And that blended with the honey gives it a really rich, flavor.
Right. We also have Chinese deity to accompany it.
Oh, okay. And so that adds a nice blend.
I think so. This kind of snack also goes well with the traditional drink. That's why we have Korean traditional tea.
Okay, great. Well, you know, today has been a really kind of a fun adventure for me because it's the first time I've ever eaten food with flowers, and it turned out really well.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Thank you so much. So if at home, if you get a chance to make these, they're very aesthetic, I think. Very
pretty.
And also they really blend well with the fall season.
And when you do with kids, you don't have to worry about those fit, you know, neat design. You can just do just about any design. I'm sure kids will enjoy it too.
How about M&Ms? Can we put it?
Well, I'm not sure, but you could try.
Okay, experiment, right? That's the joy of cooking. All right, well, thanks for joining us here on More Than Kimchi. We'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.